right, so the question is, where is or where was Camp Biddle? All right, so here is our handy dandy Marple map. My original thought was maybe this area here. It's off of 320. It cracks all the appropriate, checks all the appropriate box. Um, and if you go down here and take a look, it looks like a very nice place for a camp. But let's go back in time. All right, so here is this is an early map of Marple Township, seeing what's happening. So this here is location number one, which is where we are. Please notice that the road here at this point in time is straight. It doesn't have that jut out that it currently has. All right, so that's number one, and number two over here is kind of important, as we will shortly find out. All right, and this is the Chester Radnor Road. This is called Coopertown Road. All right, so there are two roads that are somewhat important. As we move forward in our handy dandy map, all right, here's this same area, shows this road, shows this road. This road is from 1929. Alex, door! Thank you. So, and this here again is called Radnor Chester Road. All right, and it does have a jut out. But if we come down here, what is currently on this map called Coopertown, you will see something here that's called the Boy Scouts. So on this side of the creek. So in theory, in 1929, this is where the Boy Scouts was, not up here, based on the fact that it's on the map. All right. So that is 1929. All right. Let's move forward here. All right. This here is in 1930 something. Most serious place started by 100 acres of ground off Malin Road, north of Westchester Pike. All right, 100 acres of ground off Malin Road, north of Westchester Pike. The firemen were bowing in a wooded section once used as a Boy Scout camping area. A crying boy minute started the fire. Broomall, Radnor, Newtown Square. First time he complained, the boyfriend told him to be several firemen were overcome with smoke in the areas were known. This area was once known as Camp Biddle when it was used by the Boy Scout units. All right, this is important. A short time later, the same firemen battled a 5-block field fire on Marple Road east of Sprawl Road. Sparks from burning rubbish caused this blaze. All right, so if we come back here, all right, and here is Malin Road. So off of Malin Road, all right, north of Westchester Pike, puts it anywhere in this neck of the woods. All right. A short time later, they were on Marple Road, east of Sprawl Road. Well, Marple Road is east of Sprawl Road. Marple Road, so was it in here? I'm not sure where that fire was based on that. Now, the other thing, this is now called Sprawl Road. In 1929, it was not called Sprawl Road. All right, here we go. This is a little bit more current. This is a 1942 map. It's gone. It's gone. The road is gone. All right. And this is owned by St. Luke's Church of the Epiphany. But we do have the creek down here. We do have this odd lot. All right. What's up with this odd lot? What's up with this odd lot? Now, they also have, let me get into here. This is troops and scouts going to Camp Biddle must use the Sprawl Highway entrance to camp. This is the only entrance to the camp. To enter by any other way would be trespassing, and those doing so are liable for arrest. Please notify your scouts of this ruling, and in order to avoid any difficulty with owning property in with those owning property in the vicinity of the camp. This is 1933 Philly BSA newsletter. All right, so the and this is all gets all very confusing very quickly. So William Cameron Sproul, the governor of Pennsylvania, who introduced the Sproul Road Bill, all right, to start the Pennsylvania system of roads. He died in 1928, and lo and behold, down here, Route 320 became 320 in 1928 when he died. They named it after him. So before that, 320 didn't exist and Sprawl Road didn't exist, which is why the names were different. And did they call them by something different at that point in time? Because this here was called, this is now changed to Marple Road, and this is State Highway 320, Sprawl Road. So why was the scout camp all the way over here? All right, now let's get back up to our other map here. All right, so to enter off of north of Malin Road or on Malin Road north, you're not entering from Bryn Mawr. So where else could they have been entering from? Darby Road? But then that's this is the Marple Township line, so then the it would be located in Haverford, not Broomall, not Marple. So I don't know what other way, because these roads here didn't exist. I don't know what other way that they would have entered. Here you have Malin Road. Excuse me. Um, Actually, they're calling Malin Road Bryn Mawr Road in 1929, um, which does kind of half make sense knowing where Malin Road goes. Um, so there's no other place to enter unless they were entering over here. There's no other. See, that's what I have. That's what has me confused. Or was the scout camp here and they entered off of Sprawl Road and came this way? I don't know. There's no way. There's no other roads to enter. So what were they? What were they talking about? Um, so that is the $100,000 question. Um, and one of the Facebook posts, this guy here, Mark Ciccudi, we'll give Mark a little bit of credit here. He has it over here, all right, which it could be. Present day over here does look like this. So if there was to be anything, it could still be here. Obviously, this is somehow maintained by somebody. I don't know who. So that brings us to the who owns this? Da, 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 da. Here we are in the tax records. This here is owned by Grace Cook Sharples. And she has owned it for a little bit. This here is owned by Aqua, Pennsylvania. All right. And this here is owned by Hereford Township. So that's into the park that is the Hereford Preserve right in here. All right. And then obviously there is a right of way. All right. You're going to Wawa. I'm not giving you any money. All right. So if we come over here, all right, this is where the road would have used to have gone straight through here. All right, before it got realigned. And this was the original spot I was looking at. The good news here, this is all owned by Pico. and this does look like a very nice place to go and have a summer camp. Um, Over here, I this person here has owned this property. It has been in the family for a long time. All right. So, what is about this little dot here? Who owns that? Same people. So they own both of them. This here is where the camp would have been. It is no parcel record owned. This here is owned by Hereford Township. I don't know. This is owned by Simon and Linda Rustin. I did go and knock on their door today. They did not answer, um, although I did leave my information. So if we go back here and we look, this is not there's where the driveway is. It's not the nicest place for a park, for a scout camp. Obviously, the Blue Route wasn't here, but it's rather hilly on the other side. But this wouldn't have been, in my guesstimation, a scout um, a scout troop, uh, a scout camp for thousands of scouts. This was for the lone scouts to come out and act as patrols, maybe two or three campsites. They wouldn't have had a lot of high adventure stuff. It would probably be just the basic stuff so they could get it done. But so it's not, a super deluxe flat land to have, but it's something. Um, but if you come over here to where we at here, if we come over here to this guy here, all right, this here, which is in the padlock here, it's opened. It's 500 North Sprawl Road. But if you look in here, all right, there is there's like a wall back here. There's some ruins. It looks like a very nice place to have a camp. Um, This is the other place that goes in there, which is also locked off, fenced, no trespassing. This here looks to be a septic field. If it's owned by Aqua, it could be a water pumping station of some nature. So um, there is our possibilities. And let me go in here to satellite. Ah, I gotta close out of this because my screen sharing guy is there. More satellite global view. All right, so where are we here? Um, oh, here we are. All right, so this here is rather flat. Someone's obviously renting this to run their peat moss business or dirt. They're bringing in dirt. It's a construction company of some kind. Um, Wonder if Wizzy knows whose building that is. Um, so that is what we have there. That's probably all the job workplace safety stuff. So this here does look like a nice spot to have a camp if I was to have one. Over here, also, what is this here? It's also a dumping ground of some nature. It goes up through there. I'll have to Google Earth that a little bit more. This here also looks like a nice spot, flat. Of course, who knows how many trees would have been here back in the day to have a camp. Whereas this spot here, as you can see, even without the Blue Route, um, I mean, this here is just hills galore. Um, not the not the best place to flattest place. Of course, if you like the height. Oh, there we are. We're on the blue route. So anyway, here are my two thoughts, or there are my thoughts of what may or may not have been. And we'll see um, what else we can find. Obviously, if you line up the um, if you line up this map here so that it has this here is Darby Creek Road, and it's calling this Coppertown. But if you line that up with this here, um, Camp Biddle is somewhere right about here. So I don't think we're going to find any remnants of it, but what mile marker are we at? We can have some sort of you know, mile marker 3 point something or other. Um, so there we are.